Hey guys, welcome back to Loaded. Today we're reacting to the fall of Roblox doors. So here we go.
Doors really. Doors released.
So I'm live right now, so yeah. Woo!
On the 10th of August 2022. The game came out with a very strong start, averaging 10k players in just the first 2 days. The game had a great background, it was horror, challenging, confusing, and unique. It wasn't your basic horror game with jump scares and just a poor storyline. So how did Doors end up as it is now?
Speed, lad. Blackness.
Okay.
Hey, that's my background. No way.
Honestly, like, kind of.
Wait. Yo. My background.
I don't want to play Doors right now. Yeah, but Doors is kind of boring alone.
True. Buds.
Maybe I should look for someone. Yeah, that works.
Doors is
someone to play Doors with me.
Doors is boring.
Yeah, let's go on
Doors is
Discord.
boring.
Yeah, that works. Yeah, I could do this. Yo. Okay. Yo, what's up, man?
Yo, what's up, man? How you doing?
You want to play Doors, bro? You want to play Doors?
Doors, man? No, not really.
Why not?
Doors been boring lately, man. The same stuff over and over again. Yeah.
They did
Doors
try
released
make
with
it-
only a few bugs, but the bugs it had
They did try and make it randomly generated, but yeah.
were sort of
Still
major.
a bit repetitive with
The
library.
closets were glitched. Sometimes you couldn't open doors. The game especially looked great, in addition to it being a hotel, had good graphics which led YouTubers to hop on the game and ultimately create a new trend, Doors. And from averaging 10k players on release, just 4 days later, the game averaged around 70,000 players. People loved Doors and could not stop playing the game. And for the next few weeks, Doors was the highlight of Roblox, being the favorite of many. But just a month and a half after release, people were already asking the developers to update the game, just for the reason that Doors was repetitive. I don't know how else to put it.
Yeah, it's repetitive.
Doors
Very.
was Doors. People complained and figured out that there was really nothing else to do, and the game's player count quickly fell just as hard as it rose. And it seemed like the developers knew about this because they tweeted that they were sorry for the lack of updates, saying that they're planning to make the game better by updating their systems. But this wasn't the end for Doors. Explorers turned Doors into a modified fest and was able to use their scripts to make Doors more enjoyable.
Yeah, I
Doors
definitely
was able
remember
to
this.
survive for a few months because YouTubers were able to make the game more interesting by using scripts to generate content in the game, and it had a positive effect on the community. The scripts are mostly harmless, fun, and encouraged players to play the game again while the developers updated it. And by no means did the player count rise to what it was before, but it was able to sustain about 40,000 players till the update came. And so after a couple of months, the developers finally gave way to new information about the update. And on January 28th, the Doors Update 1.5 came out. After tons and tons of information, sneaks, and community feedback, the Hotel Plus update came out. And while some were disappointed it wasn't Floor 2 like everyone thought it would be, the Hotel update gave way for new content to finally be added to the game from the developers themselves and not scripts. The developers revamped the hotel, fixed many bugs, added new entities, cutscenes, and more. They honestly did an amazing job, and the game came back rising stronger than ever.
As semi-developer, it's quite a lot of pain updating the game and revamping all this stuff, so I don't think people understand.
with its peak at 200,000 players. They transformed the game and made it into a better version, making things more interesting than it was and bringing a slimmer of hope to what the community wanted. But that doesn't really explain how Doors got to where it is now. Frankly, the game dropped worse than it did pre 1.5. The game's player count had been steadily dropping, and it only averages about 20,000 players now. And it was for the exact same reason as before. The game got repetitive. While the developers announced to the players that the update was going to be changes to the
I think they need, for the library, like random, different types of the library, different types of Doors 100 and all that stuff.
hotel itself, the players didn't really take this lightly, as immediately after the release of 1.5, the game's player count completely fell, even going as much as to losing 80,000 players in just 5 days. The scripts exploiters used reached their limit as there wasn't really huge content with the update. And with the release of Bifron, a huge part of the scripting and exploiting community were gone, with people like Cardin Hong and Lolcat that carried the community, uploading less or just not even caring anymore. And so we're here. The game that once moved the community, peaking at 200,000 concurrent players, now sit at just 20,000. And honestly, I'm not sure if there's really a way to break out of this.
I think it's still the best game on Roblox, but I don't really play it anymore because it's a bit repetitive. Most detailed game, I think. Yeah, that stuff.
This curse. The community can't always come up with content to make the game stay alive. And even when Floor 2 does get released, the sad thing is that Doors will always find its way to come back to this root. The game will go the same way and eventually become repetitive and die out. Also, with the situation that the developers are currently in, I'm sure it's only Elsplash and Red that work on majority of the stuff. The developers need time and can't really keep up with the pace that, let's say, Bed Wars that updates every week does, which is pretty much needed to keep the game alive. So there really isn't a way to break out of this curse. And eventually,
they upload more often than Rainbow Friends, but Rainbow Friends has more players. I don't know why. And Doors. Yeah. Doors. Oh, not the player Doors, just Doors. So, Rainbow Friends has that. Rainbow Friends has that many players, while Doors has that many, which I don't feel is right, since Rainbow Friends isn't really as good of a game. But yeah.
fall of Roblox Doors will happen.
Okay, so thank you for watching today's video, and yeah, bye.